In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a vehicle template inside Motorcentral. So vehicle templates are really useful. They can be used to save you time as you can store pre-populated information in them, such as expenses, descriptions, and image overlays. Meaning you don't have to enter the same information each and every time you add a vehicle. So to put this into context, you may find that you're constantly adding an image overlay every time you add a new vehicle, or you may find yourself entering the same expense such as freight and compliance costs when adding an imported vehicle. So to save you time, you can actually create a vehicle template with this information already in it. So let's go through an example of how to set up a vehicle template. So to do this, we navigate to Tools and go down to Vehicle Templates and Add. So you need to give your vehicle template a name. For this example, we're going to call it Imported Vehicle. Now we need to select the vehicle class that the template applies to. As you can see, there are a few different options in here. Next, we need to select the purchase type. So there are two options here, one being trade, which relates to templates that apply to trade-in vehicles, and the other being non-trade, which relates to all other vehicles. So for this example, I'm going to use non-trade as this template relates to imported vehicles. Now, if there's multiple franchises under your dealership, you have the option to apply the template to all dealerships or just to select one. So for this example, I'm going to apply it to all dealerships. And to set your template as a default when adding a new vehicle, just tick the default template box down here. So you can only have one template as a default for trade-ins and one for non-trade-ins. So since we've entered all of this information, we can now add properties to the template that we'd like to appear when a new vehicle is added. So to do this, we need to go Edit Vehicle Settings. For this example, I'm going to add a compliance fee of $400, add an overlay to the first photo of each vehicle, and set the on-road cost to $200. So let's start with the compliance fee. We need to go into the Expenses tab and add an expense. For this example, the supplier will be VINs. And we need to enter a description, choose a category, and enter the expense amount. And then we also need to choose the amount type, so it's either exact or an estimate. Next, we'll add an image overlay to the first image of each vehicle. So you're probably already quite familiar with this step, so I won't spend too long on it. But if you'd like more information, just search our help guides on our website. If you do have an image overlay uploaded, then you can find it here. So just select the image overlay that you'd like the template to use. And then next, we're going to add on-road costs. Again, you're probably already familiar with this step, but if you're not, just click on the Administration tab and enter on-road costs here. And once you've entered all of the items to your template, select Save and Close and Finish. And if you find you'd like to make any edits to a vehicle template, you can actually go back into the vehicle template by double-clicking on it and then Edit Vehicle Settings. And this will take you back to the same screen that we were in earlier. So you can make any edits or additions here. Hit Save and Close, and this will automatically update your vehicle template. Now when we go in to add a new vehicle, it will bring up our default template that we just created. And if we click through the different tabs, we can see the properties that we added earlier. There may be times when you don't want to use the default template when adding a vehicle, and that's totally fine. You don't have to. You have the option to select another vehicle template, which can be found under the New Car drop-down at the bottom here. Or you have the option to add a new vehicle without a template and manually enter all of its information. So hopefully this tutorial has helped you understand why you'd use a vehicle template and how to create one. If you have any questions whatsoever, just flick us an email at support@motorcentral.co.nz.